now it's March. This is what we've been working towards. You know, the history with Canisius, we knew it, but Marie Warner, my assistant coach, had a great plan. It was her scout. The young ladies, you know, worked hard all week. So I just think it was really the excitement of being here on the neutral floor and seeing Canisius and not being worried about what was happening in the past. It's always about what we're doing going forward. So I think we were able to obviously learn from it and see strengths and weaknesses. And as we just go through our first year to really have an experience seeing a team for the third time, I think really helped tonight too.
Thank you. I think just like the emphasis going into the playoffs, my coaches just, you know, keep telling me to do what I've been doing all season and since I've been here. So, you know, when I get the ball and I feel like I'm in a comfortable position to score, then I score. If, you know, I turn and face and I see an open teammate, then I pass it out. It's really just getting into the flow of the game and being comfortable and, you know, next play and playing hard the entire time.
Coach, I'm going to ask you to look ahead. What kind of matchup will you have with Iona, do you think?
Well, it's interesting because both teams are so offensive oriented. Tremendous players in Joy Adams and D'Amica Martinez, but you know they surround with Powell and Aaliyah Robinson and Jarador. They're just really great players that make big time plays all the time. And Martinez just you've seen her for years just hit the big shot time and again. So we'll have our hands full defensively. But I do like going in and just, we saw them maybe, 2 weeks ago, 10 days ago, and we were right there at our place. So, again, going forward, I like the matchup. I like the players on their team. And I've said it before, Billy Gotze is, in my opinion, the rookie national coach of the year. Had just stepped in and done a fantastic job with a great team and didn't miss a beat. So these young ladies have always loved a challenge, and I know they're excited for a challenge against Iona again on Sunday.
Let me ask you a question of the players, and you guys were in the NCAA tournament last year. What kind of help does that type of experience give you in a tournament like this?
I think it really helped us because we really have nothing to lose. We just have to go out there and leave everything out on the floor. I mean, if we go in there thinking, Marist has won this tournament the last 8 to 10 years, in a row, that's going to affect us. We have to take each game at a time. Today we were just focused on Canisius. We weren't looking at the bigger picture of Monday. We were worried about Friday. So I think that's a big emphasis, just taking it one game at a time, 40 minutes at a time, and worrying about us, focusing on what Quinnipiac has to do and not what the other teams are doing.
For Cammie, what did you do right today? It's as simple as that.
Well, it's my 4th year, my senior year, and I kind of just have nothing to lose out there on the court. Kind of like what Jess said, as a team we have nothing to lose, and personally this is the last year that I'll be playing basketball, and I've put so much work and time and effort into it, and might as well just leave it all out on the court. So I think that I just went out there with a mentality to put the ball in the basket, and that's what I did.
Coach and players, not necessarily that they completely shut you out in the second half, but they surely stepped up their scoring and kept you from getting another 44 in the second half. So what were you seeing from the defense out there?
Well, I thought we sustained a pretty sizable margin, probably a little bit longer than I thought I would. Canisius isn't, they're a senior-laden team, and there's a lot of careers out there that are going to be ending in the next couple of minutes, so we knew we were going to withstand a really big challenge. So the first 10 minutes, I really liked the pace of the game and what we were able to do. I did think that we were trying to, just rotate some players in, and we, may have just slowed down our own momentum with some different substitutions. But with that said, it's I think a little bit difficult to play with that large lead with and to maintain that intensity. It is for 40 minutes. But again, the last couple of minutes we talked about, I just think our free throw shooting and our turnovers today was that can't happen or we will not have success. So that's what I see more in the second 20. And actually pretty much most of the game, as opposed to, where we did lack a little bit of intensity in that second part of the second half.
Yeah, just to go off of that, all these teams want to win, and despite what happens in the first 20 minutes, that both teams are going to come back fighting for the second 20 because nobody wants it to be over. So I think that we all expected it, but I do think that us as a team we need to be better at closing out games, especially in the last couple of